Good morning everybody, welcome to another video today. My name's Alex and I live in Yorkshire in the UK, and this is just a little mini video that I've started doing just once a month, just to talk about the patterns that have been in my library over the past month or two, maybe three. They are not patterns that I'm currently working on. This is why I wanted to do these videos, because I do share a lot of patterns, but there are patterns that stay in the library which I think are really good, and I just haven't had a chance to get to them yet. So there are not very many of the patterns. I'll just sort of do once a month, maybe 6 or 8 patterns, something like that. I try and do a couple of free patterns, some paid for patterns, and just something a little bit different to what you normally see on the podcast, although there is socks in this. All the patterns will be linked in the description box below this video, and all the information where you can find me is also linked in the description box below as well. So, what have we got this month? I've had a great month on Ravelry. I've added loads of new patterns. Two of them are not patterns that I have found. I'll explain about those when I get to them. And we only have one crochet this time. But excuse me, I've got a cough. So the first pattern is the Cottontail socks, and these are by Marie-Elise Dougal. I think that's how you say that. I apologise if it isn't. Now these are beautiful. I've printed them out to make it easier for you to see, if that is going to focus. There we go. They are a gorgeous, gorgeous pair of socks. Look at that detail. Aren't they beautiful? They're just gorgeous and perfect for the spring weather, I think. So these obviously use fingering weight. I'm saying obviously, that's not so obvious at all, is it? Because there's a lot of sock patterns around at the moment which use DK weight. I still prefer fingering weight socks. I've got a couple of pairs, I'm going off on a tangent here. I've got a couple of pairs in DK weight, which when it's really cold in the winter I do wear, but they're not socks that I gravitate towards. So I'm still fingering weight socks. But everybody's different and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So these are the Cottontail socks. Now, how much is it? Oh, these are a free pattern. Yep, they're a free pattern, these ones. And what it says about these socks is, these socks are inspired by the small, friendly bunnies in Beatrix Potter's books. The simple lace motif looks like little bunny prints, and it reminded me of Peter Rabbit and his friends, Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail, playing in the garden. I hope these socks also remind you of sweet childhood tales and bring you joy. Oh my word, don't they just sound adorable? And for a free download, aren't they just beautiful? And you can see they do look like little bunnies. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm interested in this heel because I don't think it looks like a standard heel. Does it say on it what it is? I haven't downloaded this yet. It doesn't say, but it looks like it's got a little bit of texture on the heel. I could be wrong. It could be just the way the yarn is. But they look adorable. If I was doing them, you know me, I would substitute and put the shadow wrap heel in. But they are really gorgeous. So they come with a heel flap and gusset by the looks of it, which I know a lot of people love the heel flap and gusset. So free Ravelry download, and they are the Cottontail socks. Right, pattern number 2. I chose this pattern. It's been on my Ravelry for no longer than a month, I don't think, and I'd seen it and just thought it was a great spring summer make, probably a spring make to wear in summer. Now I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm going to say Idun, but it could be Idun, and it's by, I'm not even going to pronounce that name, but I am going to show you it. That's the name. Now this is a vest top. And this is a paid for pattern. It's 65, is it Kramer? I think it normally works out about £5, something like that. I could be wrong, but Ravelry convert it for you anyway. That's the price there. Right, so this top is beautiful. Now this uses fingering weight yarn again, and it uses between 400 and 860 metres. So it's a 1 to 2 skein project, which is just brilliant. Now this is what it looks like. Can you imagine that with a pair of jeans in the summer? How gorgeous is that? Just quite a tight fitting vest top. It's just beautiful. I love the ribbon detail on it. I mean, look at that, it's gorgeous. I really want to make this. I don't have 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn in the same colour at the moment, so I need to get that before I can make it. But it's absolutely beautiful. The sizing of this, let's go for the inches, and that's the length. So it starts at 32 inches and it goes up to 50 inches, which is really good. So the model is wearing a size XS, extra small, which has a finished bust circumference of 73 centimetres, and the model has an 86 centimetres. So you've got like over 10 centimetres of negative ease in it, which I've never made a vest top like that, but I have seen a few people make them, and you do need that negative ease to keep it tight. So yeah, I just love it. I'd love it in that grey colour, I really would. I think that's beautiful. With just a nice pair of jeans, I really want to make this one. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is my second pattern. Oh, it tells you exactly how much it is there in the top corner. In British pounds, it is £5.27. It's got 109 projects on Ravelry as well, so it's quite a popular pattern. Yeah, perfect. So that is pattern number 2. Pattern number 3. Oh, these ones. These are gorgeous. Now, this is one of the patterns that I did not find myself. As you all know, I have a Facebook group for the podcast, which is just called My Yarny Corner. It's got quite a few members in it now as well. We are really starting to grow. One of the ladies in the Facebook group was making this project and I loved it. I love it in the colours that it's in. It's perfect. It's just, I fell in love with it straight away. So I asked her what she was making. She told me. I went on to Ravelry, favourited it. I think this was maybe a couple of months ago, and it's something that I'd like to make autumn time, so you've got them for the winter. So they are the Varia mitts by Erica Husser, and they are £5.4 or $6 US, and you'll agree. If you're into colour work, focus, there we go. Look at those. They look absolutely stunning. I really, really love the colour that they are. They're just beautiful. And look at the detail on the back. So, I'll read you what it says about these. A barred owl perches in the bare winter branches, a beautiful silent huntress keeping watch over the woods. The Varia mitt's design features a wide figurative panel on the back of each mitt, which wraps around to meet a narrower panel with a repeated motif on the palm side, as well as a border motif at the bottom. This pattern is recommended for knitters who have experience with stranded colour work, reading from charts and knitting in the round. I mean, just look, this is the detail that she's talking about at the bottom here. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? That is just a work of art, I think. Absolutely stunning. So they use fingering weight yarn. There are 3 colours, I believe, in that one. And the total yardage is between 329 to 369 metres. So you'd need approximately 46 grams of the main colour, 26 grams of the contrast colour, and 10 grams of an accent colour. It's knit on 2.25 DPNs or circular needles for magic loop, and optional stitch marker. So let's look at the sizes. What sizes have we got? Oh, so it's just one size. They are just women's size medium. So it is just a one size. But I'm sure experienced knitters can changed. If you go up a needle size, you'd get a bigger size. But they are just stunning. There's 116 projects on Ravelry, and there are some gorgeous. I've had a look. There are some beautiful projects on Ravelry. I really like those. And for £5.4, that is just an amazing pattern. So that's that pattern. How many have we had now? We had 3. This pattern I saw last week. So it's a very new addition to my Ravelry library. It is the Corran cardigan by Rebecca Clow, and oh, it's fabulous. Again, it's a paid for pattern. It's £7, and it is knit in worsted weight yarn. So, oh, sugar, I'm dropping it. Are you ready for this one? Look at this. How stunning is that? Absolutely beautiful. And you can see that the models there have done varying lengths on the cardigan, and it looks nice either way. And again there with the short sleeves and the long sleeves. I love that green. Absolutely love that green. So this is just a stunning cardigan, and one that I will definitely be making. So it says, the Corran cardigan is an all-over lace cardigan knit from the bottom up with drop shoulders. There are 2 neckline options, round and v-neck, and 2 sleeve lengths. The pattern can be knit in a wide variety of fibres, making it a perfect transitional piece. To see the Corran knit in a variety of yarns with various modifications, please see the hashtag Corran cardigan on Instagram. So the sizing, I think, is very, very good. It starts at 34 inches and goes up to 64 inches, which I think is quite good. It's not, you can see it's not, you don't need a lot of positive ease, and it's quite a tight cardigan. This is the version that I would be going for. I would be liking the V-neck, I think, which would be this version here. That's the one that I'd be going for. But this is the round neck. Where's the round neck now? There's a better picture of the round neck. This is the round neck. Actually, I might have the round neck. I do like that round. Oh, that's a tough decision, isn't it? I like them both. I'd definitely be making a long sleeve version. And possibly the round neck. Now, I don't normally put buttons on cardigans, but for this one, I think I love that green. This is why I'm drawn to this one, I think, because I absolutely adore that green. It's just stunning. I have got some worsted weight yarn coming. Now, I can't remember what colour I've got it in, but that is going for this cardigan. But a real contrasting button to whatever colour you've made would look fabulous. So that is the Corran cardigan, and I just think it's absolutely stunning. And that will be started this year in time for autumn. I definitely want that for autumn. So this is another pattern. The next one is another pattern that I have not found myself. This one came from my friend in the Discord group. If you're a patron of my Yarny Corner, we have a Discord group as well. And on that Discord group, we've got a naughty section where people just share patterns, which is really, really good. And this is where this pattern has come from. I think it's designed to be a scrappy stroke advent project. It's a paid for pattern. It's called Seedlings Greetings by Skein-Anigans, and it's £5.4. I love an advent project, but I love them all year round because I always have so many scraps, and I don't want to be just doing scrappy projects in December. I love a scrappy project, and I don't want to only knit them once a year, so I knit them throughout the year. And this is the perfect scrappy project. It's a shawl, and are you ready for this? Look at that. How stunning and different and fun and cheerful is that? This is why I love a scrappy project, because they are just so much fun and they're just cheerful, and it's the kind of project where you pick it up and you just enjoy working on it no matter what your mood is, because it just makes you happy. And when you've got so many colour changes, another reason I like a scrappy project, when you have so many colour changes, you don't get bored because you're always just get to the next colour or just get to the next colour, and it's just so much fun. And then watching it come together. I mean, I love the version with the deeper colours here. I would be tempted to go bright rainbow and black. You know me and the rainbow and black. But yeah, that is just stunning. So this one says, designed to showcase the stunning spectrum of hand-dyed colourways from the fibre seed, Seedlings Greetings is the perfect pattern for those holiday yarn advent calendars we all love so much. With unique side-to-side construction, 24 delightful wedges of colour come together to create a stunning half-circle shawl. Each wedge is created using a simple short row technique to maximise the glory of each precious mini skein. Instructions are included for 2 yarn calendar options, a 24-day advent and 8 nights of Chanukah. Savour your self-care this holiday season with relaxing garter stitch and easy to memorise pattern that's deliriously fun to knit and equally enjoyable to wear. I think I totally ruined that name. Chanukah is what I should have said. I apologise for that. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. So the advent colours, it uses 24 colours and it would be using 55 metres of each colour. So if you've got a 20 gram advent calendar, you tend to have about 80 metres of each colour. Or just use scraps. I will just be using scraps. I love a scrappy project. So that one is £5.4 or $6 US. It doesn't have a lot of projects on Ravelry. For some reason, it's only got 23. It must be a new pattern because that is just stunning. And yes, technically it's an advent pattern, but like I say, we don't just need to stick to advent to make these gorgeous, gorgeous scrappy projects. So that is that one. The next one is a free Ravelry download and it's a crochet project. Now, I saw this and I just thought it was super fun. So this is the jelly bags. Now, this uses DK yarn. So it's a free Ravelry download as well. Have I just said that? And it's a crochet bag, quite a small one. So first of all, I'm going to show you it. I think these are absolutely fabulous. Look at all the little things in there. It would use up some scraps of yarn you've got kicking around, and if you've got young kids or grandkids, they're a perfect little bag, or just to put a skein of yarn in, really. So this one says, these little crochet bags are fun to make and a good opportunity to play with colours. They're about 5 centimetres, just the right size to hold a little gift or, of course, some essential craft supplies. I used a collection of mini balls of brightly coloured cotton yarn for my bags, but you could easily make the bags with other yarn. Just choose an appropriate size hook and away you go. Each bag uses a total of about 20 grams of yarn. Wow, that is really good. I've got some 20 grams of DK, hand-dyed DK that I could easily make. How many colours you use for stripes is up to you. I made the bags with between 3 and 7 colours. They are just fabulous. So I want to tell you a little bit about this pattern because there is a little bit at the bottom which I do want to share. This is a free pattern, but the designer is raising money as well. So on the end, the designer has written, all of my Ravelry patterns are free to download, but if you enjoy them, please consider making a donation to the Children's Liver Disease Foundation, a charity which funds research and supports the families of children with liver disease, and you can do this easily by going to my fundraising page. So there is a link to just give in. So although it's a free download and the designer has said all of her patterns are free, you are able, if you want to make a donation, to do that at the Just Giving page, which is just fabulous. Look at these, which is just fabulous. So that is really good as well. So that is that one. I think that would be a super quick project to make. It has 103 projects. Oh no, it doesn't. That's the yarn. Ignore that. Ignore that. It doesn't have any projects on Ravelry. How is that possible? It's a gorgeous pattern and it's a free download. It needs some projects on Ravelry. I think we can all do something about that. So Frankie Brown also has the 10-stitch blanket. Wow, so these are some more designs by Frankie Brown. I have not heard of this designer. That makes me feel really bad. I'm going to have to go and have a look. So there are some more designs by this designer. I'm hoping that's focusing just there. That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So that's that one. I think that was the 5th one. So we are on to the last pattern. I had 6 and it's stuck to that page. Why won't that separate? There we go. Now, this one I will be making this week. I love it. I only found this yesterday. I was going through my Ravelry patterns to show you. While you're on Ravelry, can you resist having a quick look at the Hot Right Now? This came from the Hot Right Now page. And I was like, oh, wow, I love that. I need maybe 5 of those in my life. So these are Bitsy Bowls and they're by Rosemary Hill. Rosemary Romy Hill. It's a paid for pattern. They are £4.20 and about $5 USD. And when I turn this page around, you are going to be so shocked. These are adorable. Look at those. Who does not want one of these on the table at the side of you to keep all your stitch markers and things in when you're knitting? You're also going to need one for the bedroom, for your bedside table. They are just fabulous. I love how bright they are and I love the different coloured buttons on them. That really makes it something just special. There's 2 colour versions. And they are just gorgeous. I am definitely going to be making one of these this week. These are made with DK weight yarn on a 5mm needle. And I will tell you what the designer says. So, at first I thought I would be able to resist putting little tidbits in these bowls as they sat around waiting to be photographed and released as a pattern, but they immediately went into constant use. I can imagine. Bitsy Bowls come in 3 sizes and 3 different but complementary patterns. They are super simple and can be knitted out of scraps, felted and pinned out in a snap, and then just a matter of grabbing your button stash and sewing them up. Oh, just wow. So there's a little bit extra that the designer has written on the bottom, which I'm going to read out. It says, welcome to my oddments project number 2. See the first one here, and there's a link that you can click, which I've not printed that out. So we'll just read the next bit. This has been a tough few years for many, and me too. And one thing that's gotten me through is giving people I care about small gifts. Let's face it, big projects are beyond what many of us want to do right now. But small bits of knitted love are so manageable and they are so satisfying when finished and gifted. And even more so when they are made from oddments. I wanted to share that lovely feeling with you because we all have those stray bits and pieces of yarn here and there. They're different weights and different colours. Some are a full skein, some are just leftover tidbits, but you can't throw them away. Definitely not a sweater's worth of any one colour or yarn, let alone a shawl's worth or even a full pair of socks or mitts. You can't imagine what to do with them, but you don't want to part with them. Well, this is the book for you. 15 patterns to turn your scraps into loving bits of kindness that will brighten your friends' and loved ones' day. So this is an ebook. I have missed that. So there is an ebook as well. Wow, which is 15. Oh, wow. 15 patterns of scrappy projects. Oh, that is just up my street. The ebook is $18 or £15. So there's the prices just there. So, yep, there is an ebook as well. That sounds just perfect. Wow. So hopefully you've had some pattern inspiration in that lovely little selection there. I think from time to time we all need to just look around at patterns and maybe try out a different designer or two, or sometimes just do something that you haven't done. I think as knitters and crocheters and crafters, I don't know about anybody else, I'm saying I think we all, I certainly get into a funk of this is what I make and this is what I'm going to do. And I just carry on the same style all the time throughout the year, and I don't break away from that and make anything different. And sometimes it is nice to see some pattern inspiration and maybe like the bits of bowls where you think, I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I'm going to be making it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, everybody. All of those patterns will be linked in the description box below. So all you've got to do is click the more button, which will open up the description box, and click the pattern that you would like to see. They are all on Ravelry. And yeah, so have a fabulous week, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.